Yo, what is up, guys? This is Troy D from the Troy D 24/7 Mall. On point reviews all day, every day. Welcome back, guys. We've got an exclusive today. Yes, folks, we got a straight up exclusive. I don't think anybody's ever reviewed this. I know somebody else will at some point, but I guess from today, we're the first. And this is an exclusive from the man known as Ensar, and his brand is Ensar Oud. And I know that Ensar has a lot of loyal, you could say, people that love his ouds, his perfumes. A lot of them are very mysterious and complex and interesting. He's the man behind EO1 and EO2. And so far, I have done Tigerlust and Crime and Punishment. Today, I'm going to do an exclusive. This is none other than Ensar Oud's Kyara Koko. Let me zoom in a little bit. There you go. Ensar Oud's Kyara Koko. However, the thing that makes this exclusive is that this is an Eau De Parfum. This is different from the parfum concentration. And in my opinion, this is no hype, no BS. The option of having the EDP is great for everybody to experience Ensar Oud. Why? Because the parfum concentration, or even worse, the TARs, cost a whopping $700 and up. Okay? And the EDPs, which usually sell out, you guys know this, they're about $400. So there's a huge price disparity from EDP to parfum. And it makes me not really care to know more about the parfum. I just want to know the EDP. Because realistically, if I was a fan of Ensar and I had a budget, I think that works the most for me. Okay? So, let's go talk about it today. Let's hit the music. Kyara Koko, let's go. Okay, we are back. Ensar Oud's Kyara Koko EDP exclusive. Let's go spray it real quickly. Man, you can really, gosh, you can you can look at the liquid, like some of it dripped down there. Y'all can't see it, but it's some straight up exotic. Man, it's brown. It's like brown or golden brown. It's down there in the white. I gotta wipe it off a little bit. Okay, so what is Kyara Koko? What is that? What is the term Kyara Koko? Kyara Koko is basically a super expensive Japanese incense. Okay, they're incense sticks. Very, very expensive. Okay, we're talking about $800 for 20 sticks. Okay, so man, you must be ballin' to have the Kyara Koko incense, right? Because if you were praying 3 times a day, then you would be done in just a few days, right? But this Kyara Koko is an exclusive EDP sold by one store and one store only. That is Sealed Essence, and I'm gonna link them below if you want to purchase it. This was sent to me by the owner, Nazrat. Really cool guy, and he was like, man, I really want you to hack this thing. Okay, so anyways, when I first got it, I also read the literature because I know Ensar has great literature. Okay, like it's very, you could say, mysterious and convincing and all of that, when you read the literature on his page. And you know what, actually there's no notes on this. They don't supply any notes, but it's more of the experience of a lush jungle, experience, like you're in the jungle. Okay, so I was like, really, the jungle? Maybe that would be appealing to some from a different lens. Like, for example, if this was maybe reviewed by somebody that loves exotic type scents and he explains it that way, that's great. But I thought about it and I'm like, well, there's no jungle here. There's a concrete jungle here in California, and I reckon a lot of my listeners, there's not a lot of jungle, or maybe, I don't know. Okay, so I look at it from a different lens, but I do acknowledge that there is a jungle component in this. And what I found out was that this one is not really a jungle thing for me. Okay? It's better. Okay? It's better than just a jungle thing. All right? Because I've tried some exotic perfumes that they really transported me to the jungle. This one transported me to nowhere but here. And what I mean by that is that I thought that this one was absolutely wearable. It's not one of those that takes me to exotic places. It's something that I can wear even here in LA. Okay? Why? Well, even without the notes being described, once you spray this, you'll know, okay, that there is, first and foremost, the classic signature Ensar Oud kind of smell that if you have collected Tigerlust, if you have collected Crime and Punishment, you'll see it here too. Which is, if I could describe it, it's basically oud and some animalic tones. You could say civet, but super damn well blended. Okay, so that you can see here, that oud, and I don't know which oud, I don't know what country, but it's an oud that is sort of animalic in a way, and it has like a not spicy, but like a spice effect. Maybe I'm sure there's spices in this. Okay, that is signature. It's like I've smelled it on the various ones, and I'm like, oh, here it is again, which is perfect because this is not the one that is, let's say, too animalic musky. I don't like that. So I'm glad that combination of kind of like that oud and civet with a little bit of spice is here. Okay, now here though, the thing that makes it also nice is the juicy citrus. So there's a juicy citrus that accompanies this oud animalic spice effect, and I reckon that this citrus also simulates, maybe you can say, the jungle scenario. You smell the citrus, it feels like there's maybe some leaves and some greens around you. It simulates that kind of sensation. To me, it's just a manly scent. You know what I mean? It's like a very manly scent. I don't see anything super exotic about this, and that's really great. That's good news for a lot of guys that you are wanting to add Ensar to your arsenal, but you're afraid that again you might get something that the cat would go crazy at, or that your wife probably would go, what in the world are you wearing? No, this one is simple. It's the oud, slight animalics, well blended animalics with the citrus, and of course we never forget the incense. The Japanese incense that, I don't know if the Japanese incense is blended here, the expensive one, that's why it's $400, but it's got incense, and the incense here is lovely. Once you add them all, it's really a nice man scent that doesn't depart from the Ensar DNA. Like once you smell this, it will still have that Ensar DNA. If you've collected all the other stuff that he's released, it will still have the Ensar DNA. However, from my lens, like I said, again, there are other reviewers and they have their own way of describing it and their own way of, I guess, relaying it to their audience. But for me, this is one of those that really feels like it's very, very wearable. It's very applicable, especially for, I would say, any weather. There's also, I believe, some earthy component here. So there's some earthy component here. There's spice. There's the citrus, nice citrus, and you've got the incense plus the oud, slight animalics. So how well does it convey the jungle? Yeah, I mean, it conveys it. I totally see the lush jungle, the smell of the jungle, that little earthiness and, all of that. But to me, I really see something that's really wearable. It's a really nice, wearable, gentlemanly scent. I would say I would put this on the sensual category, exotic sensual. It's definitely exotic for sure. So I want to put that disclaimer right there. All Ensars are pretty much exotic, but it's more sensual, it's more wearable, it's got a nice incense that is, I think, very inviting. And I think that it's a great buy for $400, especially since it's an exclusive. Because you don't know if these are limited, if there are not many bottles that came out. And so, sealed essence, I don't know how he did it. He did some nice Jedi work on Ensar, but he got an exclusive dig on this, okay? So make sure you check out the link below and purchase while you can. And also, he does sell the samples, so feel free to purchase the samples if you would like to try it out first. That's the other cool thing about it. But for me, I've never purchased the parfum. I've always thought that 700 for the parfum is really excessive, but 400 for the parfum, Eau De Parfum, to me, well, that kind of matches the other things I buy, so that's okay. That's okay to me. I think that's really cool. But yeah, I mean, this one's really a nice incensey oud animalic citrus scent. I mean, it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. But at the same time, I'm telling you guys that, do not be afraid. It is not too exotic. And for those that have tried, the exotic ones, and because I don't want you guys to force yourselves just because there's hype around it. I don't want you to be like, oh, well, my buddy said it was like the jungle of wherever, and so I bought it because of that. And then I got it, and it's like, oh, I just realized, well, I'm not into this whole jungle smell thing, exotic, yeah. So I'm relaying to you guys that from my experience, I like the fact that that whole jungle vision is like from a different lens, and my lens is that, look, I can wear this. This is very, I mean, look, spicy, citrus, oud, slight animalic, very slight animalic, and incense. It's wearable. If you put it in a different bottle or a different perfumer, you'd buy it. But luckily it's Ensar Oud, and I like his branding, I like his style, and I like his perfumes. Okay, so that's it. Again, thank you, Nazrat, for sending me this Ensar Oud exclusive 2020 Kyara Koko EDP. Make sure to check out his store. I'm gonna link it below, and again, tell him that you saw this video when you purchase, okay? So he can send me the other ones. I know he's gonna send me Jungle Kinam, so that is going to be really, really exciting. But yeah, this is really nice. I'm gonna treasure this vial right here, and lucky you guys if you get the whole bottle. Okay, so until then, again, please like and subscribe to this video if you like Ensar Oud. We'll come up with some more, and this is Troy D. I'll see you guys tomorrow.